Hey everyone, Coach Dan here.
And Lisa.
And we are here to present a fantastic, healthy option for blueberry
Crumble.
And we love just this time of year, particularly it's summer. I can see got the patrioticness going on. Blueberries, we have a local organic blueberry farm that we like to get. Blueberry Ranch.
Yesterday.
Yes, fantastic.
Spartan blueberries.
So these are Spartans, which are great, but if you're a Hoosier, it's okay. Or if you're whatever persuasion your college is, you can have those kind of blueberry. Maybe not.
Oh, I get it. Spartan.
Anyway, they're not great. So what we thought we'd do is present this for you and as a healthier option to blueberry desserts and really cool blueberry. It also works, I think, a little bit for blueberry pie, maybe?
No.
I don't know. It doesn't work for blueberry pie. So
I don't do this with pie. I don't mess with my pie crust.
Doesn't mess with the pie. So, but for crumble, totally really good.
This really works.
Okay, so explain what we're doing here and how this all comes together. There's not too many ingredients.
So this is my recipe for blueberry crumble that 7/13, look how organized I am. I wrote that down. So 5 years ago is when I started making blueberry crumble. And through the years, I've been experimenting with avocado. And I know avocado is not fat-free. Avocado is mostly fat. But it's still a more natural fat. It's a good fat. It's a healthy fat. So it's going to replace most of the butter in this recipe. And I also replaced some of the sugar with the Truvia that I like.
Or stevia.
Is that what that is?
Technically stevia.
Yeah. I've taken it about as far as I can with that because sometimes it leaves just a teensy bit of bitterness.
Yep.
So I experiment all the time and try to figure out what's the maximum amount of sugar I can take out and replace with that. And I feel like I've kind of perfected it. That's a brag.
No. And I promise you guys the end result of this, if done right, and you get, of course, the right blueberries, making sure that there's the right sweet and tartness there. It's just really fantastic. So let's get into the recipe. What does this look like?
Okay, so anyway, right here, this is a little bit more than 4 cups of frozen blueberries. You can see they're frozen.
Can you do them fresh too?
I did it fresh the other day. Worked just as well.
Okay, so either
I wanted to keep the fresh ones because my daughter Anna won't stop eating them. Yeah. And I wanted to keep them fresh for her.
We recognize because we've gotten our berries, our organic berries from Costco as well. Nowhere near the sweetness
they're
at
super
Costco.
sour.
So they're much more of a sour berry.
These are like almost purely
very sweet.
So, but you like to have that balance of sweet and sour. So these are really sweet. So I'm not going to add a ton of the stevia. This is about a half a cup. I think I might just put about half of this in there because I just was eating these.
Yeah.
I'm like, these are so sweet. But always add lemon juice to balance that out when you're working with the blueberries.
Okay,
you do that with apples and stuff.
That's your tart.
Yeah. Okay. So always keep that around.
Got it.
And then the topping is the one that gets the avocado. So you want me to do the filling first?
Yeah, we can do the filling first.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So your thickener, you can use what you want, but I like cornstarch. I feel like it's just a better
solution.
Thickener. It's has less of a taste to it, like a weird flour taste. So anyway, I've got about 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice here. And this is gonna like get a little gloppy and messy, but as long as you're doing it cold, it won't make lumps. That cornstarch will only make lumps when you do it with hot liquids.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So you get this in there. You want to get me a stir out, and then I'm going to put some of that stevia in there.
Look, it almost looks American too.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool.
America.
So literally, this is all you need for your filling. And so I'll just set that aside.
So you're basically just coating it.
Yeah, you're coating those berries. So that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Yep.
Almost looks like puppet chow.
Oh wait, I put a little bit of salt in that too. I forgot.
Okay.
So just like a pinch.
Just a pinch of salt.
Yeah. Salt doesn't make things salty. Salt makes things taste more like themselves. I learned that from Food Network.
Thank you, Food Network.
Thank you, Rachel Ray and Bobby Flay and Elton Brown and all those guys. Elton is my favorite.
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, here comes the fun part, the super messy part. This is a half a cup of steel cut oats. This is just what we have in the house. I like it. You can use other kind of oatmeal. Old-fashioned.
Probably not instant style. Yeah, definitely don't want to do packets.
And so also instead of just white flour, I'm using whole wheat flour. So that makes it a little bit nicer. So this is 3/4 of a cup. So we're going to put that all
both
together.
Both of these healthier style grains.
Yeah, healthier. Okay. And then, again, this isn't healthy totally. So this is about 1/2 cup of brown sugar.
Okay.
I like that in the topping. Yeah. And we're going to put in about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. About 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then here comes the weird part. We're going to use avocado. So here's one that I've already cut up. And I have cut my hand this way doing watermelon. But it was a long time ago.
Yes.
When I did that.
Do you need a scoopy? So, you got it?
Yeah, I'll do this.
Okay.
A lot of times I just like to do like that. Because I'm literally squishing it up anyway.
So avocado, really, really good for your healthier omega-3 fats, which are really good. Yep. And again, this is that substitute, so you're getting, and obviously for this one, you can see the kind of the general ripeness. It's that darkish.
This could be a little bit riper.
Yeah, probably a little bit more. So this is on the less ripe side.
So the original recipe called for a whole stick of butter. Okay, so we're replacing this. And then to keep that buttery flavor, which I think everybody likes on top, I still add 1.5 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of cold butter. So you can see that reduces it by a lot. Okay. And I'm just going to cube that up and put it in. And then you're just going to squish it in. You can start by using your fork or whatever. I always wind up putting my fingers in there and it just gets... super weird.
Kind of gross, especially when you're dealing with the avocado, because that's where you want.
So I'm going to let Dan keep mixing this while I tell you about my little cups here. The ramekins. So when we do our cobblers and crumbles and lots of desserts, we always do them in smaller containers instead of making one big pie shaped one where the people in the middle get like the without the nice edge on it. We do it this way. It bakes faster, and then you always have like somebody comes over and you're like, oh, would you like a crumble instead of like, would you like the 1/3 of crumble that was left from the other night?
Yes.
So it's just always nice and fresh and gets
they feel more special.
It is, and you get that really nice edge here. So I'm going to do these. And then I'm going to do these smaller ones as well, which are nice for sharing. So anyway.
I just did that the other night.
We shared it. It was nice. Oh, man.
And I agree. Having the fork situation here is going to help.
The fork is going to help, but I'm going to get my fingers in there.
We'll get it.
Eventually. So anyway, here's my blueberries.
Okay.
And so we'll just do one.
Sure.
And then we'll show the magic later. So just make it however big you like.
And leave some space, just a bit, for your crumble.
For the crumble. So here's where it gets weird. It's literally disgusting. Whenever you use avocado in baked things, like I made some I don't know how to say it. Avocado banana muffins, and I replaced the entire thing of oil with avocado today, and they come out just a weeny bit green, and it's no big deal.
Yep.
Enjoy.
But this, not so much. You don't notice it as much because I think there's a little bit more of a crispy. It crisps up.
You literally don't see it.
You don't see the green. And honestly, people won't know.
Well, I always tell them, I'm like, this is a healthier version.
Tell them after.
See what you think.
And then go, guess what? That was healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, get it till it looks something like that. And even though it's like, you could squish it together and hold it like that, we're just going to take it.
Kind of break it apart a little bit.
And break it apart and put it on the top. See, it looks green now. I swear it's not going to. And that's about it. And then we'll finish the rest of them, and I'll wash my hands. We'll put them in the oven at 375, and again, I have it written down somewhere, maybe like 15, 20 minutes. I'll time it for you this time. But I just keep looking until it's bubbly and brown.
Yep.
The edges will look very, very bubbly. This will look brown. You will not see green.
Always recommend when you're putting some kind of baking sheet too underneath that, because you want to make sure you don't want to get spillover, especially with blueberry. But generally in this case, you don't get a whole lot of spillover necessarily.
So stay tuned and we'll show you how delicious it is.
All right, so good.
Coming up.
All right, we finished, and check out the awesome results.
4 little mini ones, and then 1 big one was the result of that. And these took about 20. They were all in together, 20 minutes. This one took maybe 25. So I just wanted to get it nice and crispy.
Just that little bit of a kind of a browning, just a bit of a brown. You can see just a smidge of the green on the top, but you wouldn't even know. So let's take a peek. And again, we filled them all the way up, but because they're blueberries and they're frozen, they shrink down a little bit. And so here's the final result. Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that.
It's glooby.
I love it. Is it good?
Oh, good. It's that little bit of tang of the lemon mixed with the sweetness of the blue, which is so good. So
and it's really crispy.
Yep.
The top is really crispy.
You can probably hear it.
And it's still warm and
delicious.
So
now you can. We've done this in the past, but like a little bit of halo top type of like that. It's again that's kind of whey protein sort of ice cream is a solution, or you can just go for it and maybe go with a lesser, like a pure form of ice cream. Just don't do a heck of a lot of it, but
doesn't need it. But if you like that cold,
But it's the cold because honestly, the sweetness, particularly when you get these berries that are local versus now, I would say the Costco berries probably I think definitely need that a little bit sweeter, but this
doesn't need it at all.
So hope you enjoy the recipe. If you try it, please let us know. Let us know how it went for you. Show us pictures, post some pictures. Let us know, and we hope you enjoy healthier blueberry crumble. Let's go.
Let's go.